Hey guys, bright and early, PN farming here. We are ready for another day. A little bit more snow on the ground. We are going to start plowing today. I think we'll start with this field. Get it done, and then by then I think we'll go over for a little coffee, visit Grandpa, and pay him his money. He said he wanted half of that money from selling the barley, so we shall go do that. First off, we'll just hop in tractor and we will go over here. And drop it. Turn on some lights here. Oh, okay, it's not plowing, just moving some of the snow. Thought it was plowing behind there. I thought I had create fields on or something, but we're all good. Well, it might not be a bad idea to expand this field just a little bit. Got lots of room on the sides. We might just do that eventually too. Got this backwards. There we go. Oh, missed a little spot. We'll have to back up just a bit. Make sure we get it. Don't want to miss any. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. Getting lots of plowing done. See if we can finish this up today. We also gotta plan what to plant. Haven't fully figured that out yet, but oh, I still missed a spot. Not wait until it's all the way down before I go, I guess. Not sure what's going on there. My graphics are really jittery right now. Not sure if that's transferring over to the video or if it's just me. If it doesn't stop here, I'm gonna have to reset the game. Exit out and figure out what's wrong, because this is crazy. Smooth for a few seconds and then oh, there's a really bad one. We'll finish up this part about halfway. If it doesn't fix itself by then I'll have to exit out and come back in and finish it off, because this is probably not very nice to watch if it's showing up there. No, I was playing one of the 16 times maps, so one of the huge maps, and I had to turn my graphic settings down quite a bit for that. As it was, the frame rates just were horrible, and I decided to delete that map and not really play it too much. Not really my jam right now. I do enjoy it at times, but yeah, with doing more of these videos and stuff now, then yeah, I don't think it's I don't get the time to play them, so not like I used to, where I could sit here and the whole time I just played what I wanted to and played those huge maps, I could farm all day. But yeah, maybe I'm just not quite getting my graphic settings quite right. Seemed to be working for my last couple videos that I did, but for some reason this is jumping around. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful morning. A little chilly, but should have maybe put a toque on. Oh yeah. Finish up this pass and then I'll exit out and see what's going on. That wasn't a very wide pass, but oh well. There we go. I'll get turned around here and I'll just save it and make sure come back in the same spot. Yeah, that's getting worse for some reason. Not sure what's going on. See you in a second. Here we are, guys. We're back. I think I got it fixed now. I had to restart my computer, but I think it seems to be working now. I also changed the batteries in my controller, and that seems to have helped. My batteries were really low for some reason. It must not have been plugged in. Not sure how many guys on PC do play with controllers, but watching other guys' YouTubes and stuff, it kind of surprises me how many don't. It's just so much handier, I find. I'm still getting a little bit of glitchiness. It's definitely better, but there we go. Over halfway done this field. Starting to get laid out. Yeah, it's still glitchy. I'm not sure what is going on with that, but it is a little frustrating. I'm hoping that nothing's wrong with my graphics card or something like that. Just be one more thing to go wrong. I know I've been uploading videos on my phone lately because well, using my computer, but uploading them using my phone's data because our Starlink dish decided to crap out on us. We had it since the start, since they first released the beta, and it's been awesome, but the gears in the motor, I think, have just gone out on it, and so it's not adjusting. And so yeah, we haven't had any internet for the last couple days since it's been windy, so it's been shaking quite a bit, and it doesn't adjust properly, and then thinks the motor is stuck, and just nothing but problems. And so yeah, I've been uploading them on my phone, and we don't get very good cell phone coverage in our house, so it's been upload speeds of about a half a gig per second, or half a megabyte per second, sorry. Half a gig would be nice, but yeah, it's taken half a day just to upload. I think the one was just over 10-minute video, which is crazy. So hopefully it isn't too windy and I can get this one uploaded. I am recording it on Wednesday here just to make sure that I can get it started uploading. So well, there's a really bad glitch. I'm not sure what's going on because I've even reduced the, I usually play in 4K. I reduced the graphics settings because I only record at 1080p, so I thought, well, I might as well just reduce them and see if that's causing the issue, but it doesn't seem like that was the issue. Seemed to have worked. I went into another game just a few minutes before this, my testing save game, and it's on the same map and everything, but ran around for about a minute and didn't have any problems. It's kind of weird how it's happening on this save game. Yeah, it's a bit better, so I think I'll just deal with it for now. Hopefully you guys aren't seeing it too much. Maybe it's just me. That would be nice. Not sure if it'd be nice or not, I guess, and probably got a monitor issue if that's the case. One more pass here by the looks of it. Oh, two more, I think, yeah. One more won't quite do it. I'm thinking we might connect those other two fields right away. Seems like the smart thing to do. Not sure though. It is kind of nice to have 3 different fields and can grow 3 different crops, but what would be kind of really cool in this game is we had some sort of mod that took a play on real world prices on stuff. So when it drops in real life because of just got too much product or whatnot, or when it raises in prices, skyrockets. It would skyrocket in the games and these Let's Plays like this one where I'm actually following a year. But, man, that really is getting glitchy again. Yeah, we'll head over here. It's only 8 a.m., so I think we'll get this field started. Try to get this lined up perfectly. And then I think I am going to create a field. So allow create fields. Then I'm going to hire an AI worker just to make sure I get it straight. Don't have GPS on this tractor, so. See if zooming out, see if that helps the jitters there on my graphics setting or not. Trying to watch it on my recording and I don't actually see it jumping around on my recording too much, so maybe it's not coming through to you guys. Hopefully that would be nice, but there we go. I'll hire a worker just to make sure that part's straight. Make it a nice long field here. Then I think we'll take out that gate, as we won't need that gate anymore. It'll be kind of a useless gate there. Thought I dismissed him. I must have been holding the other one. The other key. Head over here and do the same thing. We can get a lot farther over actually. But I think we'll just go over here and we'll just line it up. Not create fields for a second here, but just make sure we get lined up first. Not too far back. I think we're all right actually. We'll create fields. A little too far back, but we can fix that after with our landscaping tools. I think that'll work. Drop it again and just go that little bit further. There, we'll go right to the fence. Call it good there. There is a new mod out. I did do a review on it. Oh, I'm turning this the wrong way. How do I want to do this? Just try to get it straight and maybe, yeah, fix it up after if I need to. We'll just get it right there. Look far ahead and we'll drop it. Make sure we go straight. Straight as we can. The only hard thing with the plow sometimes though is as you turn to straighten it up, it jogs over to the one way or the other. You don't quite get it straight, but looks like it's going all right now. I know when working in the fields, it's best way to go straight. Never had GPS when I grew up running tractor. I've never run a tractor with GPS, but you always look at either a fence post on the other side of the field or a tree or a bush or something that you could see that would make you go straight. And you would point your tractor right there. And yeah, that's how we did it. Most of the time we were pretty straight, so there we go. Lift it up. That's okay if it jogs over at the end here a little bit, but oh yeah, too much, but that's okay. Get this done up. There we go. I am just gonna go out and pause this again. See you guys in a couple minutes. I'm gonna see if I can figure out that jitter problem a little bit more. So, see you in a minute. Here we go. I think I'm back. I think I got it figured out here. Not really sure what was going on, but it seems to be working. I changed every single setting and yeah, I seem to have figured it out. I'm not sure what it was, like I say, but I've been running at 4K on high settings since the game was released pretty much, and haven't had any issues. And now I've reduced it down to 1080p and seems to be running all right. My monitor wasn't saying I was having any FPS drops or anything like that, so I'm not really sure how accurate that was. I don't have the FPS counter on when I'm recording on the Steam overlay, so not really sure. But hopefully I got it figured out here. Seems to be working all right now. I missed a little spot there. That's not working all right, I guess. Haha. Yeah, I know I've been having a little issues with it lately. I'm not sure if I got to RMA it or what, but be just another thing I have to do, I guess. And I already have to send in my monitor that I watch my recording on and all that. I'm getting lines down the screen. It's the second time I've had this happen. It's an Asus monitor, and I've had no problems dealing with them so far. The last monitor that did this, it sent them an email. They didn't even ask any questions. They just sent a shipping label, replied with the shipping label, and told me to send it in. Sent it in, and they sent me a new monitor because they couldn't get the parts to fix it. Not in a reasonable amount of time, I guess, so that was kind of cool. But this time I might ask if they can upgrade me to the 4K monitor. I do like running the 4K monitor, definitely. We're looking at pictures and everything, it's a lot better, so. Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe I need to take my graphics card out and give it a good cleaning and check it over. It is just over a year old now, and while I'm not running my computer playing games or whatever, I am mining right now on the side. You might as well. I've made decent amount of money doing that, enough to pay for my 4K monitors, so yeah, it's definitely a good thing to do. I don't know if any of you guys do that too, but I got a 3060 Ti on release day up here in Canada, and got lucky and got one, Founders Edition. I'm gonna take it out here, I think, and maybe in the next week here, and just check all the thermal paste is good on there and everything. Maybe they didn't do a very good job applying it. That happens quite often and stuff, so. Well, it's still getting some glitches, but not as many. But yeah, I shouldn't have to lower my graphics settings that much. Definitely gonna have to clean up the edge over here, make it look nice and square again. We'll get a couple more rows done and we'll head over to Grandpa's house and go give him his money. I believe it was, we're gonna give him $2,600, so. It's pretty good. Especially considering that's still 20 grand in the last day that I've made off of harvesting his crops and selling them, but that I did all the work of harvesting them, but he did all the work of planting them, so I kind of feel guilty about it, but yeah, we'll go give him a visit and tell him how things are going. Maybe he'll change his mind. Whoops. Hitting the wrong button there. Maybe he'll change his mind and I want a little bit more after he hears how much we made off of the sugar beet harvest there, so. Starting to get worn out here. Maybe I'll have to run it down to the shop or run it into the shop there and give it a repair. Is that the plow? Must be the plow, because I don't remember the tractor having this much. I'm gonna unhook it at the end here and double check. Yeah, it's been a bad couple of months for me here. I've had a couple things go out on me. I think it was back in October or November. I can't remember when I had to get the new monitor. I have a really hard time running. I'm used to 2 monitors, and now I'm running 3, but I was used to 2 monitors, and so when I sent the one away to get RMA done on it, that's when I bought this 4K monitor. And turnaround was a lot quicker than I expected, so probably didn't really need to, but definitely enjoying the 4K monitor. But can't remember where I was going with this now. And I forgot to check if it was just the plow that was needs the maintenance done. I'll just pull it into the shop here when I get to the end and do a repair on it anyways. So you can run a little bit faster. Should be able to run faster if you've done your maintenance on your equipment here. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't remember where I was going with that, but yeah, I had the monitor go out on me, and then we had issues with our vehicle, and they all got fixed, so that wasn't too bad. But now we're having issues with our internet, Starlink. I ended up having to buy another router because our internet router was just not hitting the whole house, and we're spending a lot more time in the basement. And yeah, with so many things connected, I think I was running out of connections too. So we ended up having to buy a router for that. And yeah, now this other monitor's going out on me. I don't know why I opened that door when I have the other door open. I don't think I realized I had the other door open. There we go. We'll give it a repair. So, oh, it's picking up the pickup outside. How close is that? Okay. So I don't have to, in fact, bring anything inside necessarily. That's good to know. Condition. Oh, it is the tractor. 3,500 to repair. We will repair that. Get it going. The plow isn't in very good condition either, but it's only 1,100 to repair. That's not too bad. But yeah. Pickup truck's all right for now. Yeah, here we go. We'll pull out, and we'll shut this door to keep the heat in there. Not sure who left that open. Definitely wasn't me. There we go. That heating bill will cost too much if we keep that up, so. Yeah, I had to buy a new router. Now this other monitor's going out on me. I bought them both at the same time, the other two, so they're from the same batch. The serial number's only like a couple numbers off from my original monitor, so it probably was just a bad batch or something. So not too worried. Before this, I've run a lot of Asus products, and I've never had an issue with any of it. So, but yeah, every manufacturer has little problems here and there. Well, I'm not too worried. But yeah, now my graphics card seems to be acting up a little bit more. Hopefully it's just the thermal paste, and hopefully I don't have to replace thermal pads. I don't have any extra thermal pads with me, but I know there is a putty that I've seen out there now that you can get for them to replace instead of the thermal pads, so I might try that if I do have to. But yeah, after a year it shouldn't be going out on me, even though it's mining quite often. Almost. Yeah, that works the card almost 24/7, I guess, but still it's not running through heat cycles, so it should last pretty good still. I can take very good maintenance. I do live in a very dusty area. We don't have air conditioning, so in the summers our windows are all open, so it does fill up with dust. But every 2 months I at least blow it out, and every about 4 or 5 months, depending how it's looking, I end up taking almost the whole thing apart. I leave the motherboard in and all that, but I take it all apart, clean it, make sure it's all wiped down nice and clean, so shouldn't be having too many issues that way. Originally I was going for a 3090 RTX 3090, but couldn't get my hands on it, so I ended up going for this. And yeah, now most people that are watching this should know it's pretty much impossible to get your hands on the graphics cards for a retail price right now, so I just settled on this. I have another computer for my kids that I had built up, but I don't have a graphics card in. So that's kind of sucked. I was hoping to get the 3080 or 3090 for this computer and throw this graphics card in that one, but yeah, for now we'll just have to wait. And of course right now, don't really have the money here anyways, so not that spare money to spend anyway. But it's 10-2. So we'll finish this trip and then we'll go visit Grandpa Hope. Just a little spot there somehow. $10, coffee time. We'll go have a cup of tea actually. I don't really drink too much coffee. I usually have my coffee first thing in the morning. I have some breakfast, some coffee. Lately a little Bailey's in there. Never realized that I actually like Bailey's. I'd never had Bailey's before this year, I don't even think. I may have had it last year at one point. Wife bought a bottle and I've been enjoying it, and then she ended up telling me that probably because it's whiskey. It's Irish whiskey, and I didn't know that at all. But I love whiskey. It's one of my favorite alcohols to drink, so makes sense that I would like it. There we go. Just head on over to our truck. Maybe have to build a little garage for our truck. Now, can you slide around in this snow? I haven't tested that yet. Back up. Oh, not fast enough backing up, but there we go. Head on over. Pay Grandpa the money we owe him. See if it's slippery here. Ooh, not at all. Kind of nice if it made it really slippery. And if you come up to the corner at this speed, you'd end up sliding into the field. So that actually going out and spreading the salt make it worth it. I haven't done that at all, even in FS19, because I just never really saw the point of clearing the snow and all that. Oh, we're speeding through town here. It's probably 50 kilometers an hour. Here we are. Told me the other day that I should park in this is the driveway here for their house, and then this is just the walkway. So I thought this was the driveway. Looks plenty wide enough, but yeah. Go in, have a cup of tea. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. There we are, guys. Nice coffee. Played a round of cards with them too, and ended up giving Grandpa the full money. I felt bad about giving him all that, especially after how much I made for the crops that I got off. So I told him that no, I'm giving you all the money, $5,200, and wrote him a check and told him that that's all I'm giving him. So yeah, he couldn't believe how much I had made off of the sugar beets, so I told him how much it was, and he's just kind of mad at himself for not doing it more. So he actually said I should probably do all the fields in that this year. And I told him how I was combining the two fields, and we're gonna just do 2 crops for now. And he said that I should probably just not even worry about having 2 crops. Just do sugar beets this year, get some money, make some good money, and then take that money and decide what I want to do with it next year after this. So I think that's what we'll end up doing, maybe taking his advice. Sell the harvester, but I don't know if I'll sell the harvester. I'll keep it for now. I don't see a point in selling it. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe if we really need the money, and I'll sell it. See how many contracts we get, and maybe we can make enough money and buy ourselves new potato, or not potato, a sugar beet harvester. Even better yet, the best thing I could probably do is first I could buy a factory and turn it into sugar myself. I would probably make good money. We will see, though. Once we're in this field, I think we will see what contracts there are and maybe start doing a couple contracts. No, we don't have very big equipment, but yeah, if it takes a few days, that's okay. We can get some of the contracts done. Well, my grandpa, he was old enough and with grandma around and wanted to spend time with the grandkids and stuff, so he never really took on too many contracts, he said. But every so often he would go out and help a close neighbor with a smaller field. Yeah, he said he'd rather take that time off alone, spend it with the family. But at this point, I don't have a wife or kids, at least in the game. I don't. In real life, it's a different story. I have 4 kids in real life, so definitely busy, and I understand where people come from wanting to spend time with them. I've been off work for the last 2 years because of my Meniere's disease, and much as it's too much at times, but I am loving it. I was a truck driver before this, and much as I loved my job, it was a lot of time away from the family. I was an OTR truck driver, so I didn't do too much local anyways. I made it home a few nights every so often in the week. I would make it home once or twice a week sometimes. Sometimes I was hauling cuttings away from oil rigs and close by, and I could make it home those nights, but every so often it was nice to have the nights home with the family. But I ended up working a lot of times, 12 to 16-hour days basically, from when I left until I got home. So I never really got to see the kids anyways, so definitely is nice to be home and with the kids and seeing my 2 youngest ones, how much they grow. It's absolutely amazing. I miss that almost completely with the first 2. I work so much. For a bit I was working at a mine up north in northern BC, in a little town called Dease Lake, or just outside of there, and we were building up the tailings pond dam, and that was probably one of the hardest jobs I ever worked at. I loved it up there. It was a great crew I worked with, but I spent 21 days away, and we didn't have much internet at all. We are allowed a 5-minute phone call a day, no more. And you had a big camp like that, everyone wants to make phone calls to the families and stuff. Yeah, the internet was very expensive for them because it was so remote, and so they limited people to, I can't remember what the limit was, something like 300 megabytes. Maybe it was a little bit more than that, I can't remember, but it's 300 to 500 megabytes. And yeah, you go through that really quick nowadays anyways, so especially if you tried to video call or anything like that, it was gone within a couple minutes. So you usually didn't do that. You tried to make it last, look up some websites, read some things, and do it that way. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend too many people with families especially to do a 21 days on and 7 off. That was a very hard shift. What I would do usually was I would do a 14 days and then 7 nights, and then go home after the 7th night. We'd basically get off, and a few hours later we'd be on the bus to go to the airport. And we'd fly into a little town just a little farther south of there, probably about, it was a 10-hour drive I guess to the town we flew to. I can't remember the name for some reason, it's skipping my mind, but I guess it's a city technically. But yeah, we flew there, and then I would drive, it would be about 11-hour drive to my house, and so I'd drive straight through, come off a 12-hour shift, night shift, and spending 4 hours on a bus and then a flight, waiting for the flight or getting on the flight. So yeah, you ended up at least 36 hours a week and driving. It was probably not the best idea. A few times coming home too, there's snowstorms through the passes, and it was actually the 2 times that I drove through the snowstorm were not that bad actually. I actually enjoyed it because the roads weren't bad. It was just snow. It wasn't icy. But there was nobody on the road. It was just so peaceful, and yeah, it was the second time. It was just after the storm when I was coming through the by Jasper, and oh, that was so beautiful. It cleared up, and the moon was shining, and it was almost a full moon, so you could see everything, but in the moonlight instead of regular darkness, and I could see for a long stretch that there was nobody coming. I ended up turning off my lights, and I could still see the road crystal clear, almost better with the lights off. And I just drove. I was only doing about 60 kilometers an hour at that point, and just enjoyed the view. And I could actually see animals better, though I couldn't see their eyes like I can with the lights on. But yeah, it was just gorgeous, and I love that drive through there. But yeah, that was a long 11-hour drive when you're dead tired too. The last little bit, the last 2 hours on the bald ass prairie where I live, it was incredibly boring and very hard to stay awake at times. It's a good thing that I don't have any issues with staying awake in a vehicle, or else that would have been extremely hard. Now I think I have to move this tractor out of the way so that I can park the plow in here. I don't know why I keep wanting to call everything a harrow, but oh, gotta turn a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there. We will park this in there. Maybe what we should check first is see if there's any contracts going on. Snowing, so we won't get to mowing today. All cultivating, pile cultivating, cultivating, plowing. There is a couple plowing jobs. Field 2, Field 5, Field 28, 30, 39, 42, 50. Well, there's a lot of plowing jobs too. What I might do is start at Field 2. I know that's a smaller field. And we'll work our way there from there. We'll go to each field and see if we want to actually take on the contract or not. See if it's too big. I know this one, that'll definitely be too big for my little plow. That'll take at least a day. I'll time lapse that one if I do end up taking it, but that's all we have is cultivating and plowing this time of year. So, accept contract. We'll do that one, and field 5 right away too. We'll take the contract so we don't lose it. Good, nice small fields. And because it's snowing, I think we will just park this tractor. We're going to take the other tractor with a cab. Getting a little too cold in this tractor. Park it under here. As you can see, my guy with just a hoodie on, he's not dressed for this weather anymore. Well, he wouldn't have been very good for the morning weather either. Yeah, there we go. We are hooked up. And I will see you guys when I get there. Field 2. Here we are, guys. We're back. Just had a nice little visit with the owner. Samuel Ortega was his name. And very nice guy. He had a pretty decent year. Got a nice little crop off here. And yeah, he doesn't own a plow, so he wanted us to come and do this. He said perfect for the job, is got a nice little plow and he appreciates it a lot. Yeah, we'll get this one done and then we'll head on over, give the other one a call. It's a lady that owns the other land. Can't remember what her name was now. Yeah, give her a call and make sure we're gonna do it right, and any special things that she wants us to do or whatnot. So for some reason we're only getting one row here, not getting the full width. Not sure what's going on there. There we go. It's a cold day today, snowing. Was really hoping to get that grass mowed today, so we'd have a little set aside for our sheep there. But yeah, that's not going to happen. The one thing we do need to do is I haven't checked the used market, see if there's any used equipment that we could buy. Like we needed a, what did we need again? I can't remember. For the grass, we needed a windrower, and we need a whatever you call it to turn it. See that? I'm getting some not pixelating, some artifacting going on. Definitely need to have a look at my graphics card. I'm not sure if that's showing up on your guys' screen. Sure seeing it every so often on mine. Try it when I turn around here again. Yeah, hey, you are seeing it on that other screen, so. Hopefully in this next week I can take my card apart, repaste it, see if that fixes the issue. Now, it shouldn't be too much of an issue with it mining, as I do undervolt it, and I do have a bit of an overclock, but not a whole lot. Not for the mining. I didn't find it makes a huge difference, so. For gaming even, I don't have a big overclock. Don't want the card heating up too much. But yeah, my temperatures stay really low while I'm mining. I keep them around 50 degrees Celsius. I adjusted the fan curve to keep it around there, so. Guess the other thing we could do when we're done these contracts is get to picking rocks. A lot of rocks. All these fields. I don't think I can pick these ones, but that'd be nice to see if some contracts pop up where you can go and pick rocks for guys too, instead of just these plowing and stuff. But I do find a little too many rocks show up. Would be nice to lessen it. Have them pop out no matter what equipment you use as well. Yeah, in real life here, it doesn't matter if you're using shallow cultivator or regular deep cultivator. Some rocks will show up all the time. Of course, when you plow it, you'll get bigger rocks. Yeah, we don't have to pick them every year. We leave the few that are out there. In my little patch, because I do garlic, and I got less than an acre that I harvest, and so that one's easy to pick most of the rocks in, the bigger ones anyways, the ones that affect the equipment. But yeah, my dad's field, he's got how much is it now? 4 or 5 full sections basically, and yeah, we only pick the rocks, use the rock picker every other year or so. And yeah, it just depends on what we're seeing when we're cultivating and stuff, so. Some fields you get more, some you get less. I know the one farm that about an hour away from where we live, 45 minutes to an hour. That one we have to pick for sure every other year. You get a lot of rocks out there. But the one on our farm, I don't know the last time we've actually had the rock picker out there. Remember maybe 3 times growing up that we actually went out there and handpicked rocks, and we only handpicked one section or 1/4 every time we did, so. Yeah, I don't think we ever did it more than just once. Of course, you go out there and you pick a few big ones that you see every so often, but as for pebbles and stuff, you don't worry about all that. None of that's going to wreck your equipment unless you got really bad, a lot of rock, and not really so much clay that definitely hurt your equipment a lot more up here. There we go. Now with this too, I'm not going to just do to 100% completion. I'm actually going to do 100% completion. So I'm going to do the whole field, not just till it says contract done. I think it's only fair because you do that in real life. I'm playing a real life kind of setting, as realistic as I can anyway, so. Get lined up here. I'll have to come and get the edges after. Missing a few spots here or there. One spot right in the middle of the field almost, so I'll have to come back and get that too. Not sure why I missed it, because I ran over that part pretty good, I thought. It is kind of nice though that you're not creating new field every time with the plow, so you don't have to go around and get the headlands as much in this game. So I guess if I'm playing realistic, I probably should, but oh well. Realistic for some parts, not all. I think it would be nice to get GPS on the equipment though. Wouldn't miss anything, and then also wouldn't overlap as much, so. It's starting to actually add up the snow around here. Looks a little more realistic in that way. It'd almost be cool if you had the vehicles that drive around is a couple snow plows on the main roads in the winter time. Almost make it a little more realistic. Oh, now the snow disappeared. Okay. That's a little odd. Snowing, but the snow just disappears. I wonder what the temperature is. Where do you see temperature again? There it is. Oh, it's currently 3 degrees, so it's just above freezing. But yeah, that wouldn't be enough unless it was sunny out. That wouldn't be enough to melt anything. Not where I live anyways. Should know we're going through a Chinook right now where we're at +5, but high winds, and it's been sunny and stuff has melted pretty quickly all of a sudden. Yeah, we've had +7 degrees I think we reached today. Hit his fence. Good thing I didn't break it. There we go. Just maybe do a grass field too. That little field, that wouldn't be too bad idea. Get a little extra hay. My sheep. Not just what's running around the edges of the farms anymore, but small enough I can still use that little mower. I can get a few more sheep. Let's not hit the fence again. There we go, and it'll just run around the edge once more when we're finished this. Just to make sure we got everything. Of course, we'll hit that little spot in the middle that we somehow missed. Won't want to pay us for a job we half-assed did. There we go. Guess we don't need our beacon lights on. Oh, there's a little spot here that shoots out a little farther. Only need the beacon lights on when we're on the road. I forget to shut them off. Working construction, I used to do that all the time too. You're driving down the road and someone would be yelling at you all of a sudden. Your beacons are on. People would be moving out of your way for some reason. I never quite understood that. It's not an emergency vehicle. It's an orange beacon. Can't really mix that up. But yeah, some people I guess took it as emergency and were getting out of my way, and realized when I got home, and back in the older trucks we didn't have weren't hooked up so that they shut off when you shut the key off. So you get out of the truck and you'd see the light blinking. Oh crap, that's why people were moving. I thought it was a little weird, but there we go. We'll go up here, pay him a visit and collect our money, because the paycheck is ready. So he just wanted to finish it first before he paid me. A nice farm here though. Nice barn. Got a few horses, he says. There we go. You see, we made our income. Got the check. Auto deposited. Took a picture on my phone. So nice that you can do that nowadays. Just take a picture. Worry about it later. I have the money in my account, though I can't access it for 3 days or something, as I'm a new customer here, but that's okay. The other money we made, that's good enough. So this is field 5. Cotton. That's withered? Harvested. Oh, okay. I've never done cotton, so it looks like it was just withered, but I guess you got the cotton off of it. I'll give the lady a call here. What was her name again? Evelyn Carson. Okay, I'm going to give her a call and see how she wants us to do it. She also had this contract. Okay. Field 27 and 33. I'm going to look at those fields. How big are they on my map here? 27, 33. 33 is pretty big. That was the right one, right? 33 and 27. Okay. That's pretty good income, though. But yeah, maybe we'll talk to her about those. And maybe we'll end up doing those as well. We'll finish this one off for sure. See you in a minute. So I just got off the phone with Evelyn here, and yeah, we realized that the contracts we were looking at, they were only for cultivating. And yeah, we don't have a cultivator right now, so the other ones were field 31 and 39, I believe was right. Was their other plowing job, but she said with my implement, those are going to take a long time, so she doesn't really think that I would want to do that. But we will see when we get to that point. But yeah, one of them was that one that was $9,000. The other one was $8,000 or $7,000. I can't remember now exactly, but so they must be fairly big fields. She said they're quite a bit bigger than this, so we'll get this one done, and then we'll move on to the next one after this. She's a very nice lady too. She was actually one that ended up helping Grandpa out. So that was very nice of her. Yeah, she's got fields kind of all over the map a little bit. She's got this small one over here. 31 is kind of close to the spinnery, she said. And then, yeah, just outside of town is where she's got the 39. So it's about halfway between town and my farm. That's where that one is. So if I remember right, those were some pretty big fields over there. Take quite a long time to mow it with this little plow it with this little plow. Yeah, so I will see you guys when I'm done this field. I'll just time lapse this a little bit. There we go, guys. All done the field. Give a pull over here, I guess, and we'll just give Evelyn a quick call and let her know that we're done. She said to give her a call and then she'll e-transfer the money. So see you guys in just a second here. I'll give her a call. There we go, guys. We have received the money from Evelyn. 600 and some odd dollars. Our next contract here, we are going to go look at field 28. We'll look on the map here quick. That is over there. Okay. Sure no one's coming. Stop sign. People here don't use them all the time by the looks of it too. On my way over to that field, somebody blew the stop sign just up here. And just about hit me too. Yeah. Didn't catch the license plate number or else I already reported them, but yeah. That's not very good. Not very safe. Young hooligans. Yeah, we'll head on over here, have a quick look at the field. On the map, it doesn't look too big, so yeah, we can definitely get that one done. So we'll get over here, just double check it, give them a call, take the contract, and we will finish off this episode. And we'll look at the sales that we got going on right now on used equipment. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for just a second, but yeah, gotta look up the used equipment, see if there's any good sales on right now, and maybe accept some of them. So what field was it, 28 or 29? I can't remember now. Pull off here. And I'll have a look here. I'll give them a call and see which one it is now. See you in a minute. Oh, just got off the phone with Adriana Hooper. Yeah, this is the field that we're going to be looking at. Not this one. That's 27. This one, I'm getting my directions mixed up here. She said the one that was on the east here, so we will get started on this one. And we're just going to have a quick look though. Used market. So there is a combine. Too much money. We have a weeder, but since we plow, we won't really need the weeder. Won't need a new header. There, we can transport digestate, liquid manure, but yeah, we don't need that either right now. That's a spreader. Oh, no good deals right now, so I have a quick glance at what the prices are on some of our stuff that we do need. We need a tedder for sure. That's only $7,000, so that's not too bad. Windrowers are $5,000 for that one, and 15 for that. That's a little steep for that. It's not very wide, but yeah, I guess technology, maybe it lasts longer. Don't know. Takes more horsepower too. That's a nice little windrower. $8,000 for that one. Then it steps up to 19. Yeah, we're not going to spend 19. We might get that one. So that's 7 plus 8 is about $15,000. And then we need a forge wagon, which is $30,000. That's what I'm really hoping comes on sale. That would be really nice to get as the forge wagon on sale. So either that or we were going to get, where am I going here? Baler. $22,000 and little hand throwable bales, so we can lift them by hand, pull them off the field, and go and stack them. So that actually might be the way to go with our small field. And yeah, there. So we'll just finish off this episode. We're gonna just get this plowing. We'll plow until it's for another hour here on the game. Head on home at 4 o'clock. Get home at 4:30 for the night. Yeah, got invited over for dinner at my grandparents' house, so want to make it for a nice dinner there. Nice to not have to eat in the tractor again, I guess. So nice hot food instead of just sandwiches that I pack in my lunch here. But yeah, with that I will I'll time lapse this a little bit for you guys. are, guys. Little after 4 o'clock here. And we're about halfway through this field. So I think that's a good time to call it a night. Go up and go home, freshen up. Get ready for dinner with the grandparents. So I haven't had dinner with them for a long time. Turn on my beacon lights before I forget. Yeah, last time we had dinner at the grandparents here, it's probably 3 or 4 years ago, so. No, we only live about 14-hour drive from them, but we really didn't make the effort enough to come out here. Yeah, we'll head home, we'll freshen up. Hopefully by next episode I can get this graphics issue fixed and go back to 4K on my graphics and still be 1080p on the recording, but still looks better, I find. Yeah, not very nice having that, so shut off the beacons before I forget. We are home. We'll go park this inside the shed here, keep it warm. Grandpa says sometimes these newer tractors, he hasn't had this one for too long, but says he's heard other guys having problems with the newer ones having issues starting all the time in the winter, so. Go. You will hop out, close it up. I'm going in, I'm gonna freshen up for dinner. Have a shower, shave maybe. And I will see you guys next week.